again. So, I'm going to do another reading today. There's a lot of energy that's kind of so like I said about Scorpio season, going into the underworld and your own underworld, which entails shadow, right? So you're kind of in your shadow, or like the collective is looking at their shadows. Things that maybe were running unconsciously are now being brought to your consciousness, to the light, so you can handle it better, so you can clean up your act, or if it's about someone else. So my mentor is kind of calling it the collective psychic swamp. And she says when we're in this energy, it's easy to get lost. Like, Neptune is a planet that's like mystical, right? So like watery, mystical, and it's also about illusion, and like you can get caught up in your own shadow, and like your indulgences, and just things that like aren't necessarily the best for you, or that aren't aligned with your soul. But you'll feel that you're out of alignment, so that you can correct it, so that you can clear it and clean it. So a good way to do this is to reach for the things that like pull you up and out when you're feeling in a low mood, like a low vibration. And a lot of things can influence our vibration. So for instance, I was just listening to this guy. I think his name was Exact something. I don't know. I was listening to this podcast, and he had been studying medicine, and he said that, or like he had been in the medical field for a very long time, and then he started studying like how the chemicals affect the body, opposed to just being like naturally in sunlight, nature's medicine. And so he said that medications actually keep you like away from your true natural self. So it gets you like farther away from being like your god or goddess, your inner light, so your high priest or high priestess energy, the one that's connected, tapped in, turned on. That medications will bring a fray in your body's physiology. Okay, so I'm not saying to stop taking medicine if you're on medication, but I personally believe that you should go with a holistic alternative. So, even if it's I condone marijuana, or a lot of people use shrooms for depression. You can use certain herbs for pain relief. You can use them there's certain ones for joints, there's certain ones for gum health, there's certain ones for like plenty of different things. So maybe just start researching that. Kava is very good for grounding, and there's a lot of also mushrooms clear your chakras as well. I used to do it like every 6 months to clear, and also because I would get really bad depression and anxiety. So that's how I would treat it, especially because I am so sensitive, and I noticed that things were affecting me. Like, it became more and more apparent. So maybe look into that if if you're trying to feel more healthy. Also, I recently started eating better and exercising more often, more consistently, and I have been feeling very good. So if you're trying to get more healthy, your diet is a big one, especially because they're like, a lot of the processed foods take a really long time for your system to process. They say the body can handle anything in small amounts. So if you're putting in things that aren't like organic, or they're have heavily processed, then it's going to make you not feel good. Fast food is very low vibe, and your body, it will affect your body. It will affect how you feel, especially if you eat it often. And you can kind of tell if you're in health or not by looking at things like how does your sweat smell? Is it nasty? Does it smell like you're unhealthy? Or does it smell pretty clean? Because there is such thing as clean sweat. And same thing with your urine. You can look at the color. Are you hydrating enough? If your lips are dry and you have chapped lips, that most likely means that you're dehydrated. Because they say if you drink enough water, then your lips will unchap themselves. Of course, I'm not saying don't use chapstick. I'm just saying be more conscious about what you're doing. Fluoride toothpaste. Fluoride blocks your third eye. Use fluoride-free toothpaste. You'll become more connected. And all of this will also make you feel better. Okay? Okay, so I'm not going to talk for like a billion hours this time. I'm going to get into the reading. Oh, they're both your... Oh, there's 4. Oh, there's 5. Okay. Okay, Spirit, thank you for the messages. And let's get going then. So this is the third eye chakra, 6th chakra. I am aware of my thoughts and I ask myself, are they uplifting and are they true? I do this because I know that my thoughts significantly affect my mental, emotional, and physical health. And because I know that my body believes everything I believe. Your beliefs create your reality. So, if you're believing that you're depressed, then you're going to be depressed, right? Or you can switch your narrative. I'm not a depressed person. I'm a person who experiences depression from time to time. I'm a person who gets sad. Like, all the emotions on the human spectrum are normal, and we call people bipolar because they experience all their emotions, and it just doesn't make sense to me. A lot of the things that they want to diagnose you, they want you to label yourself because your beliefs create your reality. If you believe you need that medication, then you're going to. If you believe that you're a manic depressive, then it's going to show up like that. But you can just say, I experience different emotions because I'm human, and all humans do. We all have to go through all the emotions. It's not just like everybody's, and also all the thoughts. So if I think that I have to work hard to make a lot of money, that's what's going to show up in your reality. If you think opportunities come to you at the right time, that Spirit will deliver for you, you can change your beliefs and watch your reality change. I've changed so many beliefs, and a big one was belief in self. The more you believe in self, the more you believe in the divine, because that's the kicker there. Like, I believe that my thoughts create my reality. Do you believe that? Yes. Okay, start working on what it is you believe. I believe that, especially for social anxiety, okay? I believe that I can interact easily with others instead of I believe I'm scared of people. It's all about your mentality. So we switch our mentality, we switch our world around us. I am not in control of all situations that come my way, nor am I in control of what others do and say. However, I do have free will as to how I respond. Okay. Control's a big one. Like, I've noticed a lot of people want people to do exactly what they want to do, and they don't want to be uncomfortable, okay? There's a part of life that uncomfortable things happen. It's just the way it is. We can be attached to comfortability all we want, but you can't control the cycles, right? The cycles are going to come. The emotional cycles, the, seasons, all of it. It comes, and you can't control it. But you can ride the waves, right? So you can't control the waves, but you can ride them. And you definitely can't control people. And the quicker you release the need to, always telling people what they should be doing and what they need to do, then the quicker, you're going to feel more at peace and understand that everything is a divine orchestration. We all are doing our certain things at this certain time because it's a part of our path, because it's what we came to learn. You cannot control people, right? I mean, and the more you try to, the more they want to run away from you, because that energy that's being projected at you, it's like it makes you want to resist. So it's like, no. Don't come at me like that. Because now I definitely don't want to do that. Like, I was going to do that. Sure. But now that you told me to do that, I don't want to do that. I don't know if it's just me because I have like a very rebellious kind of soul, but I think you understand. And then the free will to how you respond. You want to respond from a place that's aligned with your heart and soul. Your heart and your soul. So when we do things that are out of alignment, we may feel guilt. We may feel like shame. We may feel... But sometimes it comes up so that it could be released, right? So just take note of what's not in alignment with your soul, and then don't do that. I choose to respond to all situations from an enlightened position rather than just reacting. Okay, so for instance, you're hoping or you're expecting someone to show up in a certain way, and they don't. Or someone's doing something that makes you angry. So, what am I learning from this, and what can I practice in this moment? Someone's making me angry. This is a perfect opportunity to practice patience and also to look at my trigger. Why am I getting triggered about this? Where does it stem from? Go within, do introspection. Send that version of you love. If it came from childhood, send that little version of you love and make them feel very comforted. And then let go of the old story, the old baggage. Same thing as like if you're expecting someone to show up a certain way, right? And they don't. This is a perfect opportunity for me to let go and surrender more into the divine. Like, feel your disappointment. Yeah, you're disappointed. Feel that. And then let go and realize, like, if that didn't work out, something different and greater will be. And just trust. Learn to trust yourself. Learn to trust the divine. Yeah, you can always act from a different, instead of just, we get very reactive. I do too. I'm not saying I don't. Someone's messing with us being a certain way, and we have that short fuse, especially if you've been working a lot and you're on burnout. So, yeah. So we also have a seventh chakra, crown chakra, grace. The grace of a higher power is with me, and I move through life knowing this. So, of course, we know about Source, God's source energy. You have a higher self. There's a higher version of you that's already ascended, that's already gone through this, that's guiding you. You can always tap into so then, if you feel like you don't want to trust other spirits or whatever it is, or because there's ascended masters like Saint Germain, Archangel Michael, Jesus is amazing. I call him J-Bo. Anyways, if you don't feel like you resonate with any of those, then you can call on your higher self. You can meditate with your higher self. And then you'll be at lit, like the path in front of you will be illuminated. And then if you trust yourself, you might have an easier time trusting a higher version of you. Like especially some people that are like, they don't want to trust God or source or whatever. That's completely fine. Just, you are God, goddess, God or goddess. There's the spark of the divine that lives within you. Once it's ignited, you embody more love and light. Light is what source God is made of. So you're like activating your divinity. You're lit up, and you have a soul path to go down, your true north to find. And you can call on your higher self. And if you don't really hear a meditation, you can just intend to merge with your higher self. Every morning, set the intention to be on your highest timeline, to merge with your higher self, to become more of your soul's true essence, right? I believe in a higher power, and I know that it is within and around me, offering assistance and guidance. And once you unlock that, and you do, you're showing up for yourself, you're on your path, and your spark is activated, your divinity is activated, then that's when you can really step into your creator role, your magician role, as now I can create my own reality. Now I'm the one who's in charge, and it's not from an egoic place. Spirit, this is what I would like. If it's in alignment with my soul's path, I would love to have it. If not, that's okay too. So you're surrendering into the divine, but also realizing that you're a co-creator with the divine. I surrender all my fears and burdens to a higher power. Surrender all fears and burdens. And a lot of times that's so easy to say. Call on Archangel Michael. He is the light warrior. He is got the sword of clarity, and he can banish your thoughts. He can banish bad thoughts, dark thoughts, worries, fear, anything that is in discord with your like divine expression of self. So if you're feeling like anxious or nervous or like fearful, just try it. Ask him to help you remove that, and you'll see that it works. And he can't help you unless you ask him. I mean, even Jesus, you can ask Jesus, please banish darkness from within me, or whatever it is, and he can help. But you have to be open and ask. I am open to receive grace, and I trust in a higher power. I am worthy. And that was a big one too. Like sometimes we feel like, we're just like little humans, and done all these things in our lives that maybe weren't great or divine at all. And then you feel like you're not worthy of the divine's love. But is a baby not worthy of the mother's love? Of course not. The baby has the mother, and the mother is like, hey, I understand you're going to grow, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to support you, and I'm going to love you. And that is exactly how the divine is. The divine loves you unconditionally and wants to see you grow. 5th chakra, throat chakra, expressing my feelings. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. So if you do get reactive and you have an outburst, so you have to also learn to unconditionally love yourself. Okay, you're still learning, you're still growing, you're on the path. It doesn't mean you're already perfected. You have to learn to love yourself and also to express yourself. The more you stuff down, the more that it's going to mess with your throat chakra, and like that's your chakra of truth. And so make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself. So let's say you're angry at somebody, you don't want to tell them. So then you can go in and look at what's triggering you and be like, oh, it's actually me, not them. You resolve it, and then you let that go. You don't have to be in conflict with that person. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. So if you maybe don't want to speak words to somebody, why don't you write them? Write words, express how you feel, whether it's good, like love, or bad, like anger and resentment. And that doesn't even mean that you have to show it to them. I personally think that you should. I think that you should tell people how you feel so that you can have a chance for them to understand you, and that, they understand you, you understand them, and it can form more closeness, trust, and connection. Unless someone takes it wrong, then they're immature, and maybe that person's not meant to be on your path anyway. Or creativity, write a poem, write a song. A lot of times you can paint what you're feeling. And if you don't want to necessarily paint what you're feeling about the situation, use colors. Look up the meaning of the colors to express what you're feeling about the person, towards the person, but paint it. And so, if it's anger, you'll use red. If it's peace, it would be like pink and green and blue. Just look at what the colors mean. I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. And if you don't tell people that you love them and that you care about them, how are they going to know? And that was hard for me for a long time. But now, I make it a point to be when I leave the house, tell my family, I love you. And now I just say it pretty freely. Because I enjoy people. And I want them to know that I enjoy them, that I see them. They're seen. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Right, so we want to let go of resentments, because that's a learning lesson. It teaches something. Let a new version of relationships grow. So this old version of the relationship is over, but now we can talk about it. I could tell you how much I care about you, and the reason why I'm telling you how I feel, especially if it's in a circumstance that's I feel this way, you hurt my feelings, then you say that to them, but then you express, the reason why I'm telling you this is not to attack you, but it's because I would really like a closer relationship, and I want you to know how I'm feeling so you can understand, and then they'll come back with how they felt. And open communication, there's nothing better. 7th chakra, crown chakra, divine intervention. I honor a higher power and know that anything is possible. So believe that the impossible is possible, because it is. It is, and if we don't, and if we're no, very logical, science says this, this says this, okay, fuck that. Have you seen miracles? Have you seen the work of Source? Have you seen the divine things that happen all the time? The impossible is possible. Everything that you've been told is not true. Okay? We are so powerful. I let a higher power have a more active presence in my life, and I know that my life is divinely guided, and I surrender to this truth. When you're uncertain, universe, if you don't want to talk to God or Goddess, or Earth or Father Sky, Shiva or Shakti, you can always say, hey, universe, what should I do right now? I'm feeling conflicted. I'm at a choice point, and I don't know which way to go. Can you help me? Can you show me signs? Can you give me something? Sit in meditation, get those answers. And, build your relationship with the divine. I know that I am loved, guided, and protected by a higher source. And that's true. Once you're on your divine path, you're very highly protected by your guides, angels, ancestors, source, all of them. They protect your path like no one's business, for real. So trust them. Open up to them. Ask for if you don't feel protected, ask for protection. Guides, angels, ancestors, can you please provide me with protection? I'm feeling vulnerable. They will. They'll put you in a little bubble. You'll be all good. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quests from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. And mentors, that's a great one. For a while, I would just watch everybody on YouTube. Now I have one mentor. Actually, I'm only down to one. Before I did have, I guess, I don't know. I had one male, one female. I've narrowed it down to just the female because I resonate with her the most, really. That's why. So look for someone who you resonate with. Find people that are into these spiritual things. Solar plexus, third chakra, self-worth and self-esteem. I honor myself by doing things that please me and not only those that please others. I am empowered as I I am empowered as I release the need to live up to other people's unrealistic expectations of me. You don't need to be a people pleaser. Do things for you. If somebody asks you to do something and you don't want to do that, say, no thanks, I don't want to do that. Say, make your own choices. Have your own brain. And you release the need to live up to people's expectations. Why is somebody putting any expectations on you to begin with? Okay? This is your path in your life. That person's expectations does not know what your soul needs to go through. So they can back off. When I respect and approve of myself, others will naturally do the same. I teach others how to treat and respect me by how I treat and respect myself. And that's true. That's true. Don't let people disrespect you and then, you just wipe it away, slap it away, and no. But you don't have to be a dick either. Just pull back. I'm disrespected. I feel disrespected. Okay? And so I'm not going to put up with this behavior. I'm going to keep to myself. When people disrespect me, that's what I do. I create distance. And then they always come, Kayla, Kayla. Oh, now we want to be friends again. And of course I do, because I'm very unconditionally loving and non-judgmental. And I know that the situation taught us something. If not them, it taught me something. And I love people where they are at, not where I expect them to be. But you need to love and respect yourself first. Are you respecting yourself? Are you respecting your body? Are you respecting your soul? I know that I am worthy of love and respect. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self-worth. That's exactly what I'm saying. Set boundaries. And the more you do that, energetic boundaries will go up and you won't have to say anything. So when you're there, someone will know not to go near you. Or say shit to you, because you'll have this built-in energetic, I guess, shield. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. All right, so let's get an Angels and Ancestors card. What does the viewers watching here need to know, Spirit? What would assist them on their quest, on their journey, on their soul's true path? What is ideal for this time? And if you're not feeling well, like I said, traverse with the Ascended Masters. It's beautiful. I was feeling a little bit out of whack. And so I called them all in, Metatron, Saint Germain, Archangel Michael, and Jabo. And they delivered, for sure. They're amazing. Jesus always has been there for me, even when I was a kid. His presence always spoke to me, and through people, through so many things around me, and to this day I see his name everywhere, and I feel him with me all the time. And it's weird because sometimes when I'm feeling down, it's like he calls me to call him. It's crazy, and I love him. And there's so much more that people don't know about him and what he really did. And I suggest reading Jesus and the Essenes and They Walked with Jesus. It's on Audible by Dolores Cannon. It's beautiful. And if you want to know the truth, because there's so much control that's just interference in the Bible, and it's all sideways. And I knew it. Oh, we got 2. Okay, we'll take them. Oh, there's 4. Spirit wants to chat today. Okay. So we're We're going to have the stag first. Look at him. He's beautiful. The stag, yes. I hope you guys are having such a great, like, week, day. There's been, a lot of astrological events happening. This is Pluto in Capricorn retrograde for the next, I think only a few days. Or is it, I don't know, it's either days or weeks, but, so this is like the end of structures. Like, Capricorn is very materially based, okay, and Pluto is the underworld, so a lot of things in our collective are going to be dismantled, and, it's kind of funny that all these things are happening in alignment with this, because once Pluto goes into Aquarius, we're in direct, so it won't be in retrograde anymore. Retrograde is like the destruction. So there's going to be like destruction. But now, since going back direct to Aquarius, we're in the new age. We're in the dawn of the golden age. We're creating a new earth. We're creating, right now, by what we embody, by what we do, by what we choose, we are helping generations to come rise higher and higher. And the more that happens, the more that the possibility for huge worldwide transformation can occur. And it's freaking beautiful. We're a part of it. And maybe if you're called to your spiritual path, then you get to be a part of changing the fucking world, changing people, and like cleaning up the goddamn world, like Avengers, like it's amazing. I'm so, okay. The stag. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic traditions, the stag, with his crown of antlers, is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved, for stags and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can represent fertility and sexuality. Maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. And a lot of people get confused about sexuality. Like, it's not bad, and it's not like dirty or disgusting or anything like that. It's actually very spiritual, and life force energy, pure raw creative energy is sexual energy. That's sacral chakra energy, and it's divine. And nobody knew that freaking the energy that's being produced through your body while like you're having sex or whatever, it's pure divine energy. And so what happens is when people release, they don't know how to use this energy to heal themselves. You have to learn. So tantric practices, you learn how to kind of shoot the energy up your body instead of letting it go out, and it's like a healing light. So if you feel inclined to that, I would check that out. I'm not going to go too much into it, but if you want to look up tantric practices, go right ahead. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strength, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive, onwards and upwards. I love that. Yeah, so you're strong and you're intelligent and you're protected and it looks like you're meant to lead. So maybe you're like also a new earth leader. Maybe you're also meant to help the freaking world. I'm just saying, I believe in you. Look at how far you've already come. Look at how far you've already come. Don't let those seeds of doubt creep in, okay? You're so worth it, and people need you. Like, that's it. The reason why you have, and if you can't do it for yourself, do it for humanity. Like, this is so much bigger than just us, you know? This is about the world, you know? And things that have happened, things that are possibilities of happening, it's time to reconcile the damage that has been done. And it starts with us. And then if I help you and you get big and then you help a bunch of people and then all these ripples are rippling out everywhere, is that mission complete? It's a good question. Anyways, we have the She-Wolf. Sick card. I love it. Okay. Unleash the wild within. Wild woman, wild man archetype is the person that does not care about what society thinks, the person that allows their emotions to flow through them despite anyone else feeling any type of way about it. It doesn't matter. They're going to believe what they believe. They're going to dance to the beat of their own drum. They're going to do things how they want, and they're not worried about society's standards and not fitting in the box. So unleash the wild within. Let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. The she-wolf is a powerful shamanic soul who is half wolf and half woman. She is the alpha female who is not afraid to stand out from the crowd, or in this case, pack. She is wild, unfiltered, and unfettered. She encourages you to not be trapped by the limiting factors of weaker members of the pack, or those who are trying to hunt you down because you have gifts they don't like or understand. She represents the energy of wilderness and the unknown and encourages you to be free and unchained and go beyond boundaries. Release the animal energy within and track down what you need to do to express your true self. You are being rewilded at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. That freaking message was beautiful. Don't let people put limitation on you. Do not. Like, you want something, then that's absolutely 100% possible that you can get it. Don't let people be like, well, I don't know about that. And if they do, swat that away because that's not for you. You absolutely can do anything you set your mind to. You're a fucking winner. You're a fucking champion. And these people that want to plant seeds of doubt in you, that want you to do something to have a safety net or a backup, like, no. You know what's your path. Don't let people sway you. The life you want is here. And everyone else can fuck off. Just keep your focus. Okay, traitor. Move in a new direction. Welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or to your inner world. The Traveler card says, oops, wrong one. Sorry. Not Traveler, Traitor. Energy exchange or create abundance. Make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. The trader brings the lessons and energy of exchange. When he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever they may be, in order to expand, or to be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. For example, if you are a creative person or consider yourself creative, when you share your talents, you are giving them. And when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's all a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now it's time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. I like that. So, what you put out, you get back. Law of attraction. What you put out, you get back. If you're putting out kindness, love, that's what you're going to get back. If you're putting out nothing, that's what you're going to get back. If you're putting out animosity, dishonesty, that's what you're going to get back. So, and also what's good for the soul is just to look at ways you can help, right? Like, oh, I see this person in front of me at the store is $3 short, and I have $3 right here. So, boom. And it's not because you want something or anything like that. Even if you're doing it because you want the universe, you want the law of attraction, it's not. It's good for your soul to give. We're all a part of this crazy world, and there's not enough love and kindness. I'm gonna help that guy get a stain off of his shirt because I know how, and he asked, and that's it for me. I don't need anything. I like to be accommodating to others, Anyways, Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. Slow and steady, breathe and flow, take a gentler approach. The Shaolin Master calls forth the ninja within. Shaolin medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation and to tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. It also teaches subtlety, because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you are working on. The Shaolin Master, like a monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You, too, are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, choices, and actions. You are being guided to flow like water. Blow the air and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel like you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. So they want you to slow down and soften. They want you to slow down, soften, don't be forceful. I used to be very forceful too, and I had to learn to just relax and let go. And I guess that's what you're also being called to do. So, since we're already at 45 minutes, I'm going to go into the tarot now. let's see where you're at today. Okay. That's good. Hey. Oh. Very good. Okay. Okay, so for the theme we have death. So the transformation. You're going through your transformation. Something's shifting in your life. Can you tell me about this transformation? And I feel like you're embracing it though. Okay. I'm gonna see what these say because I think I know. Yeah. In a passionate pursuit of a goal symbolizes swift action, dynamic and adventurous, but impatient and impulsive. So, she's here to remind you to be ambitious but realistic, but she does predict success. But, okay, when you're overly eager about something and you're going so fast, like, and you have expectations and, like, so, like, you can't just, like, for me, with these videos, I can't just put out one video and then all of a sudden I have 100,000 followers or whatever. That's not how it works. You got to take the steps so you're ready. And you know, for me too, I would get impatient too, like, oh, this is not working, all this stuff. Let go a little bit, breathe a little bit, have a gentler approach. See, that's what it was saying. And you have the Page of Pentacles too. This means progress and a promising new journey. This is a symbol of opportunity and good luck, especially regarding earthly and material matters. But also, make sure that your goals are realistic and you remain diligent. So, your goals are realistic. So, you know, I don't know, if it's a relationship, then you can't, like, just talk one time and then you guys are already walking down the aisle. You have to take small action steps forward and remain diligent. Keep on trying. Or, and especially if you're going in hot as hell over here like the Knight of Wands and you're freaking, you know, yeah. But this is the death. So maybe this energy is what's being transformed, right? This energy could be what's being transformed. Let's see. Or not. Maybe it's what needs to be transformed, but it's because you're holding on too tightly. You're holding on too tightly. But you're not doing anything. So you're holding on very tightly to like your goal and your dream in your mind, but you're actually not doing anything. You're like sitting there like in the corner, like freaking thinking with no action. Yeah. You're like burdened by your own dream. It's crazy. Or your transformation? Okay, whatever. Let's go to the recent past. Recent past, you have partnership, 2 of Cups. You have a relationship. Okay, the recent past, there's a transformation to a relationship, right? Since death is the theme. So, you lost a relationship? Loss. You feel loss. You feel apart from someone. Or, or you are going through, maybe you're not friends with someone anymore, maybe you're not in a relationship with someone anymore. Grief. Or maybe you're looking at grief. Maybe you're looking at old grief from old relationships. And you're moving away from that. So you're getting, you're ready to move on from that. Get one more for confirmation. Yeah, slowly, but you're doing it. You're doing it. Okay, that's good. Ooh, a completion. You're balancing out your lack energy. Very good. Okay, but in your present, you have the 9 of Wands, which is about anxiety and feeling wounded, and I'm going to read this card because I feel like there's something in there for us. The 9 of Wands represents boundaries, resilience, and courage. The reader may be feeling worn down by life's tribulations, or as though they cannot catch a break. They have endured significant challenges along their path, and this has made them question their faith and their direction. This card is a sign from the universe to never give up. The reader is so close to the finish line. The 9 of Wands reminds us to courageously stand firm in who we are, protect our boundaries and what we have built. It is a time to stay true to yourself and practice the word no. I like that. Practice the word no. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to always please people. If you don't want to do something, say, I don't want to do that. If you don't, if someone's trying to control you, say, I'm sorry, no. But this is my life, and I'm the one that lives it, so I don't really care what you're telling me to do. Sorry, I get so passionate. Ooh, and you're stuck in your head about it. You're stuck in your head about it. And you're like a little bit, you're feeling like shy or insecure. But you still have that passion there. Yeah, you're balancing out is what's happening. But so like I said, sometimes this shit needs to come up to be released. So like if you're going through a situation that's bringing up old feelings, it could be a heart releasing. It could be something is happening in your current life, but then it's not just the situation. It's going to be all the situations that came before that has all pent up, and it's going to be a big release. So you have to emote. Sorry, my cat's in heat. She has an appointment this month, and it's been... I've been trying to sleep for fucking weeks, and it's just hard, and like... Okay, in your recent future... The near future, okay? It is the 6 of Cups. It's that feeling again of happiness, childhood memories, something that makes you feel like a child again, something that makes you happy. You're happy again. Look at that. Near future, you're so happy because you're feeling that warm feeling, that good feeling, that happy feeling. What's attached to this feeling? Your wish fulfillment. Here it is. Oh my God. Nice. Well, how is that because of the transformation? Wow. Sick. See? Patience. That's good. Also being present, right? The more present you are, the more you're out of your way and you're not hyperfixating on something, and then the universe can bring in the things that you want. The wish fulfillment in the near future. Okay. Spirit's like, not like boom, it's going to happen instantly. It's a process that's going to take a little bit of time. Slow and steady wins the race, and things that take longer to like come into like fruition, it's because it's going to be even better than you imagined, right? So that's why they want you to practice patience in your transformation, and to kind of work on impulse control and feeling like you have to force things. Like, okay, so like it could be little things. Like I used to just like, if something didn't fit somewhere, to force it in there. Like, don't do that. Try to find a better way for it to fit. Okay. Let's see, one more card for this. This one. Nice. Rest. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Be present. Rest. Be present with your senses. Okay, what am I looking at? What am I smelling? What am I hearing? I'm hearing a fucking cat that won't shut the fuck up. I love her. I love her. Yeah, rest is going to be good for your... Okay. So maybe you feel like when you're resting, you're getting stuck in your head. And you're like got racing thoughts. When I had this, I played video games because it helped me focus a lot. And, read a book. Something that's going to get your mind off of it. Stop feeding those thoughts for a while so you can boss up. You have to create space for this transformation. It's going to bring a lot of light in. You're walking away from heartbreak. Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. Glad to see it. So, the best course of action is being compassionate and warm and caring, soft, gentle, healing, emotionally mature. Deal with your emotions and maybe just like hold them. Like hold your emotions and hold yourself. And be compassionate with yourself, right? You're not perfect. You deserve grace too. And, be that warm, empathetic being. And don't listen to what society tells you to do. Don't conform. This is a time for your rebellious spirit, but in a soft way. Soft rebellion. Love is the rebellion, right? Love is the rebellion. Okay, I'm going to read this one. The Page of Cups is a messenger, and she reveals a happy surprise. In her cup, you can see a fish jumping out, symbolizing good news and joy. She invites you to listen to your inner child and intuition, and assures you that good times are ahead. Yay! Let the good times roll. Oh, crap. Shit's gonna crack. Universe is taking things into their own hands. Universe is calling judgment on competition. Universe is calling judgment on conflict. Universe is calling judgment on a lot. It's going to change. It's going to change things. Defensiveness, a lot of things are going to change. Okay, the outside influences are the Two of Wands. And that's like expansion. So like you're looking, you're planning, you're seeing how you want to like do everything, but also you're prepared to expand. You're prepared for your growth. That's good, because last time we checked in, you were having a hard time letting something go. This is about resisting temptation, standing firm in what you believe, being clear mentally, and do not get caught up in drama and temptation. Yeah. King of Wands again. Ugh. But still. Okay. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Do not, because you're already trying, okay, you're still resisting, still withholding this transformation. And look at constricted, bound to something in your shadow. Yeah, you have to rest. You have to let go of this anxiety to get your wish fulfillment. You have to let go of all this devil energy, which is attachment to material things, attachment to outcomes, trying to control people, being unhappy with basically everything. This is also the shadow side of the Lovers, see, because there's the Lovers here. So it's a karmic relationship or a addiction or a codependent bond. Yeah. So, these are your outside influences, which is why opening your heart and being compassionate is going to help you get rid of these things. So, yeah, the advice is to go in a new direction. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to cut things out that are not good for you. Especially if they're habitual. So they've already become a habit. And you have to become conscious enough to stand in your frame and say, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then you become uncomfortable, and then you go back and do it because you feel uncomfortable. Because you're afraid of the unknown. So, rectifying this by resting and healing. And also tapping into the divine. Yeah. Coming into balance and harmony. Oh, you're nervous. You're nervous about the future, the near future. All the good things that are going to happen. You're nervous about it. Very interesting. Okay, Page of Pentacles is on your hopes, so let's read it. Manifestation, financial opportunity, skill development. This represents new beginning, passion, and the start of new endeavors. The reader may be looking to make a career change or begin an entrepreneurial pursuit. This energy speaks to the motivation needed to manifest the goal. It also signifies a desire to learn and expand their skill set. Perfectionism or fear of failure can sometimes stop us in our tracks. The reader is invited to remain committed to their path with enthusiasm and patience. One of my teachers says, constant, committed, imperfect action is how you get closer to something. That's how you align with the timeline that you want to be on. By always taking the action, even if it's small, like my posts or my videos, it doesn't, at first I was posting 1 minute things, 10-minute things, because I was like, oh, I don't know, and then half of the times I didn't even think they were that good, the quality sucked. It doesn't matter, put it out anyways. It doesn't matter, whatever you want, whatever you're trying to work towards, do that every day. Do something about it every day. Or, little things that's okay, well, this is what I want, so I'm going to continue to take small action steps. And even if they're imperfect and they're not the most friggin' You know, like, I have to read out of the book sometimes, and that's okay. I have to be okay with that. It doesn't have to be perfect. So that's that's what you're hoping. And fear of failure, too, sometimes stops people from doing anything. Like, oh, I'm going to fail, so I might as well not try. That's a wound. That's a wounded state to be in. And you should always go after what you want and be courageous and confident. That's how you build your courage and your confidence. Okay? Yeah, and then this new opportunity will come in. Okay, so your fear is betrayal and deception. It could be from someone else, and it could be from yourself. You might be afraid of self-sabotage, or you might be afraid of, sabotage, or someone else sabotaging you, or someone else betraying you. Let's see. You're afraid of stepping outside the box. You're afraid of being a rebel. You're afraid of deceiving the system. Whoa. You're afraid of leaving behind conformity. And you think you're going to sabotage yourself in doing so. You're afraid of temptation and you're afraid of drama. That might happen if you stepped outside of your box. And you're afraid of pain and heartbreak. Interesting. But you have to walk away from these fears and this devil energy. And you have to go from the page to the king, because there's so many pages here, but at the bottom it's like you're meant to be the king. You're meant to manifest you're a king. But this devil energy is keeping you as a page, and it's also burdening you. Crazy. Okay. So let's go to the overall possible outcome. And you're looking within, and it's about your creative endeavor or your romantic desire or creative endeavor, something, whatever it is that's going to be emotionally fulfilling and heart-based, because you have the Knight of Cups again with the Hermit. So you're looking at that. You're looking at what's going to make you emotionally fulfilled. And it might be romantic, because it's a very romantic night. Let's see. You're looking at it. You're introspecting about it. It says it's going to be successful. I don't know if you think it's going to be successful. Oh, yeah. It's like good karma coming back to you. That's great. It's the scales are balancing. Once you take your transformative journey away from all the shit that's in the way. And that's with the Page of Wands. Another page. Inspiration, idea, limitless potential, free spirit. The Page of Wands represents sparks of creativity, inspiration, and energy. You may be experiencing the excitement of new ideas, big goals, and an eagerness to achieve your dreams. This card shows up as a reminder to you that anything is possible with a solid plan and grounded action. There is an opportunity for the reader to tap into their full potential and unlock any talents or gifts they have not shared with the world yet. This card also has a very spiritual nature, signifying the reader is unlocking deep truths for the first time. See, that's the introspection. Oh, you're going into your heart. Oh, this is a good page. So this page is gonna level you up. Look at this. Clarified. The Page of Wands is the Page of Wands. It's like double whammy. It's like, yeah, this is what's happening. You're excited. You're ready. You're freaking tapping into things beyond the veil. You're healing. But you still have that freaking negative mindset that gets in the way every now and then. So you got to just embrace your divinity and that spark of creation, and you're not your thoughts. When your thoughts appear, drop into your heart and be present. Okay? It'll help you. And then I'm going to read this one too, the Knight of Swords. Ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, fast-thinking. This knight represents energy, speed, and determination. You are highly ambitious and motivated to manifest your ideas. This card reminds you to slow down and enjoy your journey. Productivity has often been glorified in society, but comes at the detriment of personal fulfillment. The Knight of Swords tells us to move forward methodically with a decisive plan, but also take time to smell the roses. This card signifies the reader's goals are within reach. See, all of these are like, hey, whatever your wish is, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. It could be about maybe starting a spiritual business of your own, because it's got a lot of that entrepreneurial, heart-based, and also the success you might be made to be in the public eye. But it could also be about romance because of the Knight of Cups. Either way, it looks like it's going to be successful, and it also looks like there's going to be cause for celebration. The Three of Cups is here. Like I said, those negative thoughts get in your way, or you're over-action. Like, if you're over-action-oriented, that can get in the way, too. You can be going, and then it's just like you're checking off your list, and you're not enjoying your life. You're not happy. You're just doing things as a means to an end. That's what they're saying, like, put down the conflict, and you don't have to be perfect. You can do things and enjoy them. And if you need a rest, you can do that too. Let's get one more for that. So this is kind of blocking you in a way. Yeah, it's the negative thinking again. The negative thinking that you're not going to get your wish. But it looks like that's going to be torn down. The Tower's about to come in and tear that down. And let's see. The potential of the Ace of Pentacles is still here. However, greed or impatience can cause a materialistic mindset. It's possible that you may have made unwise investments or have been too desperate to attain a certain goal. This is affecting other aspects of your life negatively. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Just go with the flow. Let it go and go with the flow. And then you're going to be successful. You have the Three of Cups, which is celebration, milestones, happiness, joy. So let's see. Maybe they're saying to take time to celebrate. Yeah. Take time to celebrate your expansion. You've been expanding. You don't have to keep ticking things off your list. You don't have to be so hyper-fixated on an outcome. Be happy and excited of all the work you've done. And the change that's about to happen. Oh, shit. 333. Completion of a cycle. You're about to step into a new beginning. The only thing that's blocking you is that devil energy, those negative thoughts. And like I said, you can just rewrite your self-talk. I know it's easier said than done. Dark thoughts creep in. Mental health. That exercise is good for mental health, especially if you like sit around a lot. Exercise is going to be one of your, because of the fact that it releases things in the brain that are going to help you be more grounded in the present moment, and also set the intention that you want to ground it when you exercise. And So that will help with mental health. Eating healthy will help with mental health. And like I said, when you want to work on focus, play a video game. When you want to work on patience, I drive in the slow lane on the freeway. When you want to work on, let's see, what else is there? Courage, just do something that you're afraid of. Do something that you don't want to do. Lean into resistance. But for the negative thinking, exercise is going to be listening to music, a creative outlet. Like I said, you need to be being able to transmute your emotions into something. See, negative thinking. Oh, being around people, collaborations, not holding back, right? Being around people that you love and trust is a great one. The more that you're present, the more that you're in the moment, the easier it is for you to always be in the moment. And kind of like beach air, the air in the beach, the air and the mist of the ocean has ions that are charged that help to clear out your aura and your mental. Getting into nature helps you ground and get into your body and out of your mind. Seeing the beauty, practicing gratitude. Yeah. 616 is unconditional love. Yeah, so you can allow this change back to balance to occur. Beautiful. And step back into, it looks like it's like you're meant to be a leader. And it's big. What you're meant to do is big. And it might take a little bit, but you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Yeah, you for sure are. So, that's what I have for you today. And I hope it helped. I hope you get some rest. My heart's out to you. I hope that your transformation isn't too uncomfortable, but just remember that when you lean into tension and you embrace the discomfort, it's like that pressure cooker energy before you expand into something greater and level up. Happy leveling up.